Okay, I got 5 o'clock. Should we call the meeting of the Humboldt School Board to order?
Yep.
Start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? We do have a couple resignations to add to it, as well as some extra bills for payment that are in your packet there. I guess that's it. Oh, and personnel recommendations for two personnel recommendations for hire. And those are in your packet too.
Yep, I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Approve the agenda.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
No, I don't know why I said aye. I was all in favor, yeah, aye, I can vote, I don't know why I'm saying aye, but I apologize, I just like, hey.
Well, we have some very special visitors tonight.
Yeah.
We'd like to recognize some great students and a student leader for activities occurring during homecoming. Should we go and present these?
Yes, and then I'd
You
like
guys
to
wanna
say
come up
something,
too?
come on up, because this was a great, thing. Come on up and stand here. What a great event that we're celebrating. What's your
Well, what are we celebrating? You
We're,
wanna describe it a little bit?
Yes, I want to describe, a year ago, we had some different strategies or some different comments of how to improve homecoming. And coming upon that, a number of the student senate kids and the students overall said, why don't we do some things on positive and build on it? I know that Ms. Nielsen was a big part of that. So was a number of other teachers, but the biggest, what I want to tribute is the students. They put together their heads and figured out some ways to have fun during homecoming without having to destroy or having to make things ugly when we have a very well-respected school of facilities and stuff. And, you know, it was very gratifying to go to the high school, to the middle school, to the elementary, and see everyone dressed up in different days, see the pride on their windows, you know, nothing obscene, very positive there. And then we had Thrill Night, which we had, what, over 1,000? Over 1,000 people there, and we're talking elementary through high school. We had many different guests, the guest dancers. I won't mention any names, Mr. Brew, but anyway.
My face was not there in any videos.
But anyway, we had a lot of fun, and I think the students had a lot of fun. And when you have end up the night, they had a special occasion at the night when they had the movie going on, and all the kids were laying out in the field, looking like little cocoons, sitting there watching and talking and stuff. And what a beautiful night that was, sitting there looking at stars. And it was so, such a thing, you know, it just gives me goosebumps talking about the great job that the student senate and also the students overall did. And Ms. Nielsen, on the job you did, and I very much appreciate it. I can't say enough. I've been to every different organization talking about it. They said thumbs up, taught different parents. They were very proud of their children and stuff. So I want to commend them on this. And I know Ms. Westhoff, she wanted to commend them on that, and that's where she got the Star Award. I didn't want to take any of you guys' thunder, but I did. And Ms. Nielsen, anything to add to this?
No, I just think that the kids did an awesome job. Really supporting was a lot of hard work because we only allowed them to have 2 half days, so a lot of work was done outside of school. But we couldn't have done it without we call her the yes woman. Miss Westhoff really gave us the motivation to, like, everything we came up with, she was like, sure, you know, as long as you think about this, this, and this. So she really helped drive us too.
Yeah. You know what? I want to add to that too. Is that a reflection of that was Friday night at the football game. number of people commented when your organization donated or helped raise $4,000 for our vets. 4,000. That is incredible. That is, you know, that's good. I need you guys to be talking to the governor about increasing.
Well, that's what 300 pizzas will get you.
Yeah.
We donated about half, and then the football team, actually, I think Jake's wearing the shirt right now, those t-shirts that they had made for the Armed Services Night, the profit of those came to about 2,200. So between us and then those t-shirts, which was the first year that they did it, was 4,000, we'd be able to send almost 7 veterans to Washington.
That's
So
awesome.
it was the largest amount that anybody's ever raised, so.
Awesome.
And that came primarily from students, so that was wonderful.
All right.
You know, I got a tendency sometimes to hear some older people in the, you know, in the community saying about how our kids today, you know what? These are things that are how our kids today are so awesome. The things that they do, the hard work and dedication, the hours they put in, and thinking outside the box is something positive. You guys are doing a super job, and I just feel great to be your superintendent, to have you do these type of things, so it was really cool. I'd like to, Ms. Westhoff, I want to give you kudos again for the work you did, and
Yes, woman, I like that.
so, I know we have a lot on practice and different things. It was kind of short, and I apologize, sharpness. But anything the board would like to say? I know that we've discussed it and thought it was.
Well, we just really appreciate, you know, your involvement leading the students to think outside the box of new activities, besides the ones that weren't so positive last year. So this was awesome, and I heard a lot of great comments from the people that were there, so good job.
Can we have them announce who they are and their?
We're gonna do
Oh,
that.
you have it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I would just
I
like
didn't know
to
if it
say,
was
just a student senator.
All 29 students, I believe.
Well,
Yep.
the best thing
Wow.
is most of our students, I know a couple of you guys came from practice, but, I mean, the student senate is all, they're already, like, they're very busy and they have other commitments just besides this, and
Right, yeah.
many are in sports and weren't able to make it.
And
so.
Suzanne?
I just wanted to thank the students for their support of it.
Yeah.
They came to it, they enjoyed it. It's not successful without the students, so thank you.
Well, and I remember a year ago, as board members were talking about it, well, you know, what should we do, what shouldn't we do? And we thought, let's just leave it to the students. They can come up with the best ideas, and so needed a leader, and we turned it over to you guys, and this is what we came up with, so it's awesome.
We're already planning next year, so you can prepare.
Yeah.
More crazy.
Oh, no.
Well, let's get everybody up
As
here.
long as she says yes, it'll be all
Let's
good.
get everybody up here.
Miss Nielsen, let's, well, I'll call out your names one by one here, so we'll know who
Am I
you are.
coming up?
Yeah, come on up. You gotta stand up
Oh,
here.
awesome, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Here, you stand over here.
Hugs, shaking hands,
All
what
right.
do you do?
Calvin
I feel like we hug
Carlson.
here.
I don't think Calvin's here. Carter
Maybe hug
Holmes.
you after that one day.
I know.
Congratulations, Carter. Joseph. He's not here, is he?
Good job.
Isabella Lou, she's not
Yep.
here. Noah Helmer. Madeline Rozika.
Cross country.
Yep.
Sawyer Savory. Kate Curran. Cross country. Beth Duffield. Volleyball. Abby Zog. Volleyball. Ivan Rasmussen.
Cross country.
Drew Thomas.
Sing the strong one.
Yeah, there is a correlation here. That's what's awesome.
Olivia Hildreth. Anybody know where she is?
She was in practice, so I don't know.
Ryan Courtney. Cassie Payton. Trayton Marsh, did I say it right?
Yep.
Abby Collins. Lizzie Tecklenburg. Avery Trunkhill. Brianna Jensen. Tabitha Jurgens.
There we go.
Yeah, we got a winner. I'm sorry to get a little nervous there. Kendra.
That's a cool shirt. Where'd you get the shirt?
Student senate.
All right, now that is
Thank
perfect.
you. Morgan Whiter. Hannah Halverson.
Hannah. We even have royalty.
Yeah,
here.
that's
right.
Yay.
Queen Hannah.
Yeah.
Louis Courier.
Hmm.
Thanks, Louis. Hannah Frias. Jake Stockdale. Andrea, oh, there you go. How could I miss you? Good job, thank you. Andrea Niles.
She's got it.
Okay. All right, well, after you guys come over here so we can take a picture. Come on over here.
You guys can all squat down real nice.
Yeah, okay.
Jake, may need to have to be on your knees.
There we go.
There we are.
There we go.
Okay, right here, so.
Do we go like this?
There we go.
Maybe turn around.
Take.
That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
You got all the heads?
Okay, we're gonna go look back in the corner. You got it?
There we go. There we go.
There we are. All right. Let's give him a hand. Nice job. Good job.
No, I get that first.
No, you go first. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for
You
coming.
bet. Ms. Nelson?
Enjoy the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to stick around?
Good job. We'll see you next year.
I can hardly wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and all the excitement for awarding those, we forgot, skipped over the open forum. Anybody
yeah.
to speak in? No? Okay. Mr. Darman?
Yes,
down there.
homecoming, I think I said enough, but really, I think the community was very much supportive, they appreciated that. When you have over 1,000 people in the parking lot having fun and doing different items, and then you continue and have both elementary, and then you have middle school, and then you have high school events and stuff, it just, it's gonna, and you know Mrs. Nilsson, she'll have it next year, it'll be just even more exciting and stuff, so. And I think there was a lot of other plans, Ms. Westhoff also added to it to help with flow. We did some different things that we didn't disrupt a lot of their whole week totally, so it was a nice, nice event. Enrollment. I would like to wish I had good news on that one. One of the things that, of the late start, I might have jumped the gun about where we were in enrollment. With the late start with everybody, everyone else was a couple weeks before they started figuring out, you know, where kids are enrolled at and stuff. So right now I have the official number of what we are. We're 33 down, 33 students down. We graduated a large class, and that hindered a little bit, but when it was all said and done, the high school was only down a few. The middle school was up a lot. The difference that really hurt us was the elementary, and it's down. It's down a lot, but after analyzing stuff, the impact of, one of the things we're looking at of impact, our open enrollment in is still really outstanding of in, but we had some people that didn't come in, or they didn't renew their open enroll in because we didn't have daycare. And I know of 6 kids that we would have had, but they just said, we can't, we have to go back because we can't do the daycare. So, you know, and I know the city council is hoping there, so I hope that, you know, we can get something going, because that's been an impact of our school. Just of talking with a few parents, and they told me directly that was it, is that they just, that's, you know, over $40,000. And looking at what the difference was is elementary open enrollment in and out. So there was a difference there. So, but, you know, the good thing is that we see there's still hope out there. There's a lot of new houses being built. What I like driving around town is seeing a lot of strollers. That's an indicator, you know, something that we don't get. Since we don't have a hospital here in town, it's hard to project, you know, births, because they'll go either to Algona, they'll go to Des Moines.
We have a hospital, but not one that delivers.
Correct, that
babies.
delivers babies, yes, my bad, yeah, I better clarify that. I don't wanna, insult to the hospital, because the hospital's doing really good on in-outpatient and some other things too. But the enrollment, so we're going to be about $205,000 less this year again, or not again, but there. Now, the trend was going up dramatically. You know, last year, we were up 53. Year before that, we were up 15. Year before that, we were up 22. The year before that, we were up 122. Right now, we are about, we're close to, well, we're pretty close to the 80s and 90s. You know, we're at the bottom part of that, of the average. So we, you know, probably year 2000, we had 1,500, and that was the largest I have of 1,500 kids. And that was in 2000. But I will say that we had drops from 2000 on. We lost 24, lost 115, lost 73, lost 69, lost 38, lost 23, lost 44. Those were continuing years. So we were at 1,180 in 2008. So it's hard to, I wish I could do trends, and we try to, you know, of maybe the, part of the calculation that you do with enrollment, go over the last 3 or 4 years. Well, our last 3 or 4 years have been escalating up, so the averages of putting in our enrollment projection is that way. Well, now we gotta put it back down to put it maybe in reality of what we're gonna be. But I don't, honestly, look in new houses, new businesses, and if we can get some daycare, get some other factors in there, I think that we can sustain. But it's just, we're less now, and we're just gonna have to make do, you know, we're gonna have to do some things for the budget for next year.
You got any idea what the enrollment might be next year?
I gotta recalculate it. These numbers that I just, because we certified Friday. What we do on certification, we communicate, we put it, their ID, student ID, into, so that other people don't get to count that student too. And then if it comes up red, then it kicks back, hey, 2 schools are counting now. Well, it might have been because they had them in their bank from last year and they transferred. Or, you know, we still had it and vice versa. So anyway, Friday, it's quite a process because of all of the different things. It's so confusing to, it is tough, because you gotta do tuition in, open roll in, whole grade share, non-public share, tuitioned out, you know, open roll out, dual enrollment. You know, there's so many different calculations, and making sure that, you know, they're in college classes or they're, you know, we have to, some of them are in, how do I say it, residential areas, and we gotta find out, are they still there, are they not? So those type of things, but it is, you know, even the administrators sometimes they'll scratch their head going, who's this what? And I said, well, they're at this place, or, you know, this is how we calculate it. So it is tough, but we're 33 down. We just gotta figure out how we're gonna sharpen a pencil and stuff, and we've already started as administrators making some of our corrections with our budgets to help out with this. So.
What is the total student count?
Right now, our student count is 1,396.41.